team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. And the Cowboys will put total weather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Texas Tech's offense will have the football first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
It's a seam wide open. Oh, my, circle, circle, Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Let's talk for just a second about Texas. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coach...
Got it! Touchdown, Red Raiders! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cowboys offense will go to work for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just... the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. To the air. It's Lamb. Gets it out fast. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Cowboys headed quickly to the line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And the Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now they'll try the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The RPO, it's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right?
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
Fires complete on the crosser. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
To the air. It's Applewhite. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. He's got it. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to run it. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He'll try to tack on one more. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Red Raiders. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Turner. Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job at breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Brings up third down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Back to throw, it's Lamb. Takes a hit as he fires. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The Cowboys line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. They'll run the screen. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yardage.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and goal. Looking for a man, it's Applewhite. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
28, Oklahoma State, 3.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Unloads quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Here's the pressure. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. At the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they turn it into a defensive score. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? The first guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall when the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. With the catch, it's Mason. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Got it in the middle. It's Stone. Lots of running room. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
35, Oklahoma State, 10.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's got it down the middle. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw. It's Lamb. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Hey, listen, this guy is one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, but you have to know when the play is over. And that time, just trying to do too much, trying to make too many people miss, reversing field, counting on that speed to be able to outrun the defense. But they figure it out. They start taking away the angles. They're inevitably able to get to him and bring him down for a massive loss.
The Cowboys need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's caught. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Cowboys are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Gives it on the option. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the air, it's Lamb. Caught over the middle, it's Holman.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and you'll never complain.
The Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. It's good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. He might have a question or two to answer about that decision. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Working that left side now. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires to the tight end. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Red Raiders will snap it on first and 10. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Under fire. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
The Red Raiders will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And the defense drags him down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field.
Number 14 in punt formation to kick it away.
Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Off play action on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Under fire. Makes his man miss. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Lamb. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Cowboys will punt it away on fourth down. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. First play of the drive comes from the 41. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. Past the 40. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Good timing on the quick out. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need the plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He'll get rid of it. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The give to the tailback. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Lamb. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that 1st down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play, because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the 1st half of this game. So here they are now early in the 3rd quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Wide open spaces.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
2nd down coming up. Quick release by the QB. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field, too.
He's loose. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Handoff from the gun. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Back to pass, it's Lamb. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. And the Red Raiders backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
Oh, they really could have used that. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. The Red Raiders will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. The ball pops out on the return. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Back to throw, it's Lamb. Here's a heat. Going to try to get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Oh, will they dial up on second and a long way to go. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Holman. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Gives it on the option. Finds some fresh air. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And the Cowboys will keep this drive going.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're...
Back's going for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
a quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Pulls and fires complete. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. There he goes! Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They make the stop, but he got the one he needed and plenty more. It's 1st and goal. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. That is the exclamation point, and they remain perfect. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go into the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.